As long as the most important part isn't messed up, this, where this joins the building, as long as that's fine, we're all good. Wait a second. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's one block too much. It's one block off. That means the whole structure needs to move. And that means I am going to kill myself.
Options. Options, people. Being trimmed. Waves. It could happen. It could work. But would it work? This doesn't look right. And that is not a creative choice. It's just a stupidous choice. Stupidus. Stupidus. And because of that, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't line up. It doesn't. 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Well, ahoy there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tails Grim, and welcome back to Minecraft. Looking over my beautiful flower mountains, my cherry grove. Isn't it quite serene up here? I've grown since that last episode, since that mental breakdown that I experienced. And I've decided just to keep going with what I was building. And a lot's happened. I've been at it for quite a long time, in any free time I've had between work and everything else I do in life. But I am back. And I'll show you what I got done so far. I'm going to get more done, like, as the episode goes along. What do you think? It's massive. This thing is literally 3 times the size of everything I built up till now. Just look at this thing. Oh, creep along. Look at this. It took so much, like, so much clay. I had to do 2 trips out. It took all my iron and pickaxes and axes to get all this wood. But look at it, and it's nowhere near done. Like, once this is, I think I'm going to make this the final level of the library, what I'm building here. So it's going to have that base level, this level, then one more level above it. And then I'm going to build like a dome sort of thing on top of that. Let's just look at this. I didn't divot in this wall like I did over here. I can always do that in the future. That's an easy thing to do. That's just cut that bit there, move it in one block, and just done. That's it. That's all I have to do. Look at these. I actually really like it. The more I build it, the more I'm like in love with actually what it is I'm building. I don't know why. Just there's something about this that is very, very, I don't know, it's just hitting me in the right spot. Like the idea of building, like, because it's like I mentioned before, this is the library. This is gonna be a massive library slash museum, like slash museum sort of thing. And like it's meant to grow with my world. So it's a library with no books, a completely empty library. And I think that's gonna be super creepy and weird. And I have no doubt that it's probably been done now that like bookshelves without books is a thing. I have no doubt someone's already made this. I haven't checked, I don't watch other people's videos. But for myself, this is an idea I came up with myself based upon, I've mentioned it before, there's a character in DC, I believe, called Dream, who's like, he's a deity of the idea of Dream, like his ability is more of a concept. He's Dream. And he has a library filled with books that have never been written. Because he's essentially like the god of things that don't exist. And that's kind of where I got the concept, like a library full of things that don't exist. What about a library full of nothing? Completely blank, empty. And that's kind of where I'm at now. And I'm really loving where it's at. So I'll get this next wall up, and then I want to actually, as soon as I get this one up, I want to build across and make this all level over here so it's all equal, like up to the same height. Get the bridge going, build all the wood structures in here, or the wood structuring over there, and fill in the floors. Then I want to go around and I want to add some decorations to the outside of this building, finish any I missed over on those buildings, maybe add a little ramp up to my up to here, finish off this little balcony here, and I think that's where I'll end this episode. Those are just little things I'm going to do in the meantime, but this is the big one. I want to get this all going, and hopefully, if I can figure out what the recipe is and if it's not too expensive, start putting bookshelves through this. Like if I could fill this with bookshelves, like the empty ones, That'd be pretty cool. I'll have to figure out what the recipe is. I really hope it's cheap, because I'm gonna need a lot of them, like an inventory full of them. But I'll see what I can do. As you can see, this is like a little open balcony area, so you can kind of walk around, like the scholars can walk around. I need to add some stuff like the scholars, and I need to move some villagers up here to act like librarians. I could move librarians. LeBron James, librarians. But I kind of want to add the green ones everywhere in my place, the nitwits, because they don't attach to anything. So they won't ever sell me anything, and they won't ever do anything. They just walk around and they do nothing. They're useless. So I'm going to drag all of them out here and make them like people that just randomly wander around, like they're not doing anything. But that way also there's no like, I guess, issues of like them hooking onto blocks. Because I know like some blocks like really cool decorations. Like I've got blocks in here that are not decorations, they're things that I actually use that a villager would hook onto, and I hate the idea of that. Like I just wanted those separate. Like I don't know, I don't want someone walking around looking like a blacksmith because I got that over there, or an anvil or whatever. So if I could just have them walk around, the kind of uniform, the kind of whatever. I wonder if, ooh, it'd be difficult. But don't other villagers, I'm in peaceful right now. I turned on peaceful for this. I have been playing in difficulty, I have been. I turned on peaceful for this because I didn't want to get shot down and lose 29 levels. Because I do have to get down at some point. But, like, don't other villagers, like if they're in from specific biomes, they look different? So maybe if I get in like the nitwit villagers from other villages, they might look cool. I might need to do some research and figure that out. Either way, I'm gonna get back to this and I'll bring you guys right back as soon as I've done a little bit more. So I'll see you guys then. See ya. Here we go. Almost there. Not. I'm not almost there. I'm so far away. I still have to do the second, third level, and all the other stuff over these levels, plus these up and down streets, which are going to be more wood, just like over here. And naturally, I've also run out of iron, so I'm back to stone tools. Why am I wearing boots? There we go. Hi. Oh, everything is so good. This is such a big build. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I still need to figure out how to make the bookshelves. I have a feeling I might know the recipe. Because it's like an empty bookshelf. Because a regular bookshelf is like 3 books in the middle, boards, like planks top and bottom. But because this is like the same thing but empty, I'm thinking the same thing, the 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, and then in the middle, either these or trapdoors. I can't imagine it'd be like fences or anything. It could be something weird like string, but I don't know. It doesn't seem quite right. So I'm gonna give this a good old shot, and as soon as I'm done all this, I'm going to give that a good old shot to see if I get it right. I'm betting I'm going to be on the money. I reckon my intuition with these things is pretty good. I reckon they're not going to screw me over. And then I just need to make like 1 million of them to occupy this place and design where all the bookshelves are going to go. And then the structure will be almost done, except for the giant roof, which is not going to happen this episode. Huzzah. And what do you all think? Look at it. Oh, hello, spider. It's come together. It's huge. Okay, let's I didn't mean to go down too many floors, but yeah. What do you think? It's I don't want to die out here. Let's get back in the house where it's safe. Where's my food? I don't have any food on me? I ate it all? I got a ton of apples. Okay, take some apples. This is not going as well as I hoped, like when I decided I would start showing you. Let's go back across here. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's huge. Look at the ceilings. Oh, it's so good. I'm so happy with this. It's come together like really, really well. And now, please, Mr. Skelly, don't hurt me. Now what I need to do is figure out how to make bookshelves. And then at the next level and build the other side of the bridge, and then up here and decorations, missing all the outside decorations and the windows. There's a lot to do. But what I want to start with is I have a ton of wood. So I might go see if I can turn these all into bookshelves. Huzzah. I think that's all of it. There's more if I need it. I can chop down some more trees. I'm out of stone, but I can go get some stone for some axes. Ooh. Oh, crap. I'm going to put this stuff away because I kind of need this stuff. So I'm going to try and use spruce. Because I have a lot more of that and a lot less need for it. Okay, that's it there. Let's figure out how close I am. So here's my first one I want to try. I reckon I'm going to be pretty close with this. I'm going to get more wood. I reckon I'm on it. Wood at the top. Planks and slabs in the middle. Because these are actually planks, but they're blocks. And there it is. I knew it would, because usually it's books here. But without books, what's that little piece of wood in the middle? These. Okay. Now it's... Did I not? Okay. I guess I didn't. I thought I put enough. Now just see what I can make. Oh no. This is just not going to go well for me. Oh man. Okay. Let's just make it all. Make it all. If I have to chuck it on the ground, I have to chuck it on the ground. Okay. This is just gonna take so many, because this isn't gonna be nearly enough. Like, what is this like? I'm gonna get a few stacks of these things, but that's not enough. I'm gonna need tons of these things. I'm gonna need like millions of them. Oh, all this wood is gonna get me nothing. Alright, but that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'll make some more of these, and then I'm gonna design how I'm gonna actually lay out the library, like the actual pathing. Ugh. Not well, very fun, but not fun. I'm gonna make some more of these. See, it's hard to make a decision. Like, it's hard to know exactly what it is like I want the layout to be, because I started working on two kind of designs. So over here I've kind of done like a very straight symmetrical, lining up with these wide corridors, like maybe a little study desk in the middle, I don't know, probably not, and then like a little sitting area up the back. And I thought this could be kind of cool to do like tall. It's very library like it is what it is, but I don't know, like it doesn't feel quite right. It doesn't feel messy enough. It feels too orderly. So I kind of designed something over here, and I designed it out of blocks because I realized you need silk touch in order to pick these up. I don't know that. Or maybe you need an iron pickaxe, iron axe. I don't know if there's any specific rules like that, but I couldn't pick them up with my stone one, and they broke. So I'm just gonna leave them there for the moment. And I kind of designed something a little bit more messy. Like, I don't know, like, so all of these would be these bookshelves, and it's just like a little, just wild, because that's kind of what I want. I kind of want it just to sit and just be like this crazy library with no real consistency to it, because I think that helps in two ways. It kind of makes the world feel more alive and more like me than the super orderly design over here. But I think it also gives it a bit of uniqueness. Like, I could do like this kind of enclosures here. I can do like little desks with things I'm studying on them, like mob heads and books and things. And I can do a little open area here, and like I can have little like bookshelves, and I can do like a display in the middle of them. Like, I don't know, something a little bit like this. And I do want to make these, like, for the most part, really tall all the way to the ceiling. And I might even make like little areas where you can climb up and just like grab the top books, walk around a little bit, because it is a very tall ceiling. You could easily make a little walking area. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling something a lot like more towards this design. It's just difficult though, because I don't know if it looks good. It's hard to look at this and go, yep, that's right. Like, is this area going to seem weird? Like, what can I use this for? I guess this could be an enchantment center, but I don't know if I really want that here. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling it. I'd take them all apart and I'd start building them with these. It's hard to say, because now that I know I can't pick these up, it's kind of like, well, if I make a bad choice, I kind of have to live with it. But I like this better than I like this. Like, nah, it's too orderly. Like, in my mind, this house eventually is going to look like the house from Edith Finch. Just this wild, crazy house with like little stairways and spirals up and little things, like we just keep adding on to it. It just gets wilder and wilder, and it's just filled with books and things, like all this mess and clutter within the inside up against the walls, like, because I want to start doing stuff here. Like, this is a completely empty room. Like, all I ever do is go to this room and go up. Like, look at the change. Like, look at this room's like got these unique little features, these little designs. We go up to this room, it's just so bland and boring. Like, I want to add some things. I want to add some posters. I want to add some pictures. I want to add chests and things. Like, I want there to be a reason to come up here. Like, this should be more of a place to go than down there. Like, what am I going to do here? Like, I reckon, I kind of felt like maybe put some armor stands here, but I don't know. Like, I might do something. I don't know. I'll do something. I need to really get up there. Like, I need to do a whole episode that's just like taking care of missing decorations, like all these, getting glass, putting a roof on this, actually getting up to that next floor. I think I might see if this looks any good. It's hard to say what it will look like, but I might have to just give it a shot. So I'll try and take it apart in sections. So I'll go like that. I kind of like the sound these make when they place them. Yeah. If I don't need to get rid of a block, I might leave it just so it's not a waste. I don't know, it is slightly nerve-wracking, but I'm just gonna have to stick with it and see what it turns out like. And I'll just fill this with like an actual slabs, I guess. Okay, not the slabs, but the slabs. Oh, this can only go poorly. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried because I don't tend to do a lot of thinking before I build, before I do anything. I mean, that's probably quite obvious based on the incident, but I digress. I guess I want this one to go this way, and then I'm nah, I'll do them this way. Just the sake of it, and I can put something on the back of these, like, I can put little things here, like, I can put picture frames. Okay, now that it's actually the books, it looks a little bit nicer. It looks a little bit more, how should I say, correct. And then eventually, once I'm filled with all this junk and clutter and signs labeling where to go, because I'm going to get lost every time I enter here, once it's all done, I reckon it will look rather nice. There you go. Built the shaft with these really lopsided bowls. I don't know. I'm not in charge here. I just do what I'm told. It will look nice. I am devoted to this. I will make something that's not absolute hogwash. Like, it'll actually be respectable in some circles. Not anywhere I live, but it's someplace, I'm sure. I'm gonna do it out like that, yeah. Oh, I should have done it this way. I'll leave it. But I'm so glad I've gotten to this point. Like, this has been such an elongated build. It's taken such a long time just to get here, but now that we're finally here, it feels a little strange, if that makes sense. Now that it's like, it's no longer this pipe dream that's just sitting in my brain, like, waiting to come to life. It's actually a real, tangible build that I can have fun with and mess around with. And that's a little bit worrying. Like, trying to figure out what I would actually do with all this. Like, at some point, this will have to become a proper thing. See, in my mind, it's like just this random scholars library with just chaos ensuing within it. Like, order doesn't exist around here. There's no real sense of anything. It's just build and something will happen. You know what? That hurt. I'm gonna do that. How about that? A little bit crazy. Would you expect that to happen? A little bit crazy? Okay, I'm gonna go like this. Yeah. I'm losing my mind. The long builds like this make me lose my mind so quickly because I just sit here and I just like absorb my own thoughts time and time again. And that's all well and good, except that my thoughts are a scary place. So it's kind of worrying. Yeah. Oh well, what can you do about it? What can you do? I mean, it doesn't look bad. It does look pretty cool. It looks interesting. Yes, here we go. So what do you think? I've kind of designed the next part. I don't know, I'm trying to do some more like kind of weird, wacky, like even like single wall ones. And I'm trying to think like, oh, what could I do in some of these? Like, this is fine, but like, if I was over here, like, could I do things on the back here, make little desks and things? Like, add little signs here and there, make little alcoves, like this area here. And like over here, I've got like a little one like this. So you walk in, you walk around. And there's like pots in the game now, isn't there? So you can put pots in these corners. I haven't found a pot yet, but I've heard they're somewhere. Yeah, I know, just little areas. I even did a couple like regular kind of bookshelf areas. I don't know, I'm trying to mix in little aspects of like more and less like kind of weird and janky and like actual normal, because ideally it would kind of give off the vibe that originally it was a completely normal fine library, and then just somewhere along the way under my ownership it just turned into a mess. So that's kind of the vibe it needs to give off. I'm all out of like everything I needed, all the bookshelves, but what I do have is my books. So this is my chance. I can actually test this out. Oh crap, I got the hiccups. I'm all out of bookshelves, I need millions more, but I'm kind of feeling over here. I'm gonna go, no, not here. Here. Okay. Now, this is a momentous moment right here. The first time I'm ever using one of these bookshelves. The first books to enter my library. The story of my world is coming to a point right now. This is the divergent point. Can you feel it? Alright, you ready for this? Oh, that's so cool. I was hovering over it, there was nothing. I'm like, what did you do to my book? Okay, it's just a regular book still. Does it make a sound? Like, I know it makes a sound like, yeah, it makes like the, makes like a little like enchantment sound. Well, it's like echoing. That's so weird. These are the first books. Look at that. That's actually so cool. Imagine like going through this library and just seeing little scattered books here and there. Oh, that's so cool. Then all I need to do is come back here when I'm ready for my enchantment. And eventually this will be a complete library. Complete with chandeliers and handrails. That's right. We're going fancy on this. And even if I have some, I could even do some now. Hey, I have a little bit. Enough to kind of get started. I'll take this much. Even glass panes as windows. I won't put this one just in just yet because I kind of thought I'd leave it open as an area to get out if I need to, like to work on the outside of the building. But over here, oh crap! No, this is. Luckily they're all two, so it kind of makes it easy on me. Look at that! Ah, this is so fun. I'm having so much fun. I actually am, like, in a weird but a very wholesome and genuine way, I am enjoying myself, like, thoroughly. More than one would think they would play Minecraft, but I'm just having fun with my own little build, my own little fun bits here and there. It's so nice. It's very peaceful. Just sitting here listening to the music or listening to anything else I want to, like, I'm listening to a lot of, like, just commentary stuff and people playing certain games that I wouldn't play just while I play this, and it's so nice. It's just so relaxing just to get out and be here. And I feel like this is one of those things that's gonna like stick with me. Like there's gonna be a lot of points in my future where something will happen or I'll hear something and it will drag me back to like this build. Because like I have lots of memories like that, like lots of little things, like little snippets, like if I hear like a scene that happens in a show, it will drag me back to a game I was playing at the time when like that happened. Like, you ever get that? It's like attaching a memory to like something. It could be a scent, it could be a sound, it could be a feeling, an emotion. I get that a lot, specifically with games and shows, because I usually listen to something like there was periods in my life where all I would do is I would play video games and listen to r slash, like the YouTube channel r slash. So good. I should get back into that. But I would just play video games and listen to him. And there's so many like times when I'm just like, I hear something, I play a game, and I get dragged right back into that moment. Like when I'm this younger kid just sitting there happily playing games in his room, listening to r slash, and just being there, like not feeling pressure from the world, not feeling like, oh, what's all this I need to do, like all these different challenges. Like back then, my life was so simple. It was just eat, sleep, watch anime, play video games, listen to r slash, maybe read a little. Now it's a little bit more complicated with a working life, being out of school, having to juggle a lot of things, getting married in a month's time. Like there's a lot of different things, like not for the worst by any means, but just a more difficult life than that of a young kid, more of an adult's life, which is weird to think about, that now I'm actually an adult. Like, isn't that just kind of strange? Like, you can just like go from being a kid to an adult in a moment. Like, I can't remember where it was, but I'm pretty sure it was from a manga or something. And it was like this guy, and he was just talking. It was like, he was kind of talking about the same thing. It was something along the lines of like, isn't it weird that like, he was like a grown man who was like going to work. It's like, isn't it weird that if, from my perspective, just yesterday I was playing on that equipment over there, but now I've got like all these responsibilities and things I have to take care of. But inside I'm the same person. Like inside you're exactly the same. You just have more knowledge, and with knowledge comes more responsibilities as you grow. Like you're trusted to take care of more things, and then suddenly you're no longer a kid anymore. Would be an adult, but at heart you're the same person. Like there's no real difference between a full adult and a child, other than that, just what they're tasked to take care of, what responsibilities they're given. Isn't that like kind of a weird way to think about it? Because it kind of is true. Like what's really the difference? Like we're the same people as we were when we were kids, but now we just like feel like we have to take care of a lot more, and I mean rightfully so. But like if you wouldn't tell a kid to do anything like that, like you wouldn't try and thrust responsibilities like that onto a child. But we do it to ourselves when we become adults, and it's considered normal. That's such a strange thought. Like I don't know why, it hits me really weirdly. Oh, that looks good. That looks really good. I'm actually really happy with this. It's turned out really surprisingly well. Ouch. All things considered, it's turned into a really cool build. Like once I kind of get some of these decorations here along the outside, I still need to do the decorations here. I need to finish these ones. But once I get these all along the outside, all the glass up, let's start working on a roof, like the second layer of the bridge over here. Like Oh, there's so many things that can be done really soon that are just going to make this place look super nice. And I'm pretty well out of terracotta, so I will have to go for a couple more trips. Maybe I'll get a horse. And a dog. How do I not have a dog yet? And then just start filling things in, like... Because once... I'm not even using this floor yet, let alone what's going to happen when I put an extra floor on top of this. Like, what's all this going to be used for? So I need to kind of figure it out. Maybe... And I need to figure out what I'm going to use that first floor for. I'm assuming more library space down here, just smaller. Unless I make that like, oh, I could design this to be like the old library and the new libraries above it. Maybe I can make the bottom floor one a little bit more decrepit, put some spider webs in it, make it a bit more cramped, less lighting, more monsters. That could be cool. More maze-like. I'm going to do the bottom floor as just a maze. It's just going to be a bookshelf maze. That's going to be so cool. That'll actually be sick. I like the idea of that, like, actually a full-on maze. Sick. Oh, maybe on the windows on the bottom one, I can board up the windows. I can put, like, signs and things over them. So it's, like, properly boarded up windows down the bottom. So it's, like, you're not meant to go down there. That's kind of cool. Okay, I think I'm going to do the bottom floor as that. Just because I can't really think what I'm going to use it for. And this is really what I'm using it for. But I like that. I think that'll work. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yep, and then decorations and everything, and then once I do that, the whole shebang, it'll be done. And that will be that. And then I can just like, kind of grow it with the world. When I get new things, I can add things in. I can add bookshelves, and I can add books into the bookshelves. And I can add tables and chairs, and I can add armors, and I can add signs and other things I find around the world. Little intricacy, little ideas, little bits of fun, maps, discs, all the fun things in the world, right here in my very own emporium. But that'll be, well, I won't say next time, but that'll be always, because this is an ever-growing build. It's a build that will always continuously be part of this world. And pretty much between this episode and the next episode, I'll try and add some more bookshelves, like really get the first floor fleshed out, then maybe start working on the second floor. But I just want to make the first floor fleshed out enough for photos, essentially, for the thumbnail. So I'll get that going. I'll try and add some lights and things in there, and I'll try and get some of the structure work going for that next floor. Then the next episode might be like a finish off this top bit here, and put the decorations up on all these buildings that are missing, because there's no decorations at all. Plus some windows, so I'm going to need a lot of glass, because that was 4 stacks to get to there. And there's another side over there, and the back, and the back, and the top, and the top, and the top, and the top, and then all the way around on the ends, and then this whole floor here. I'm going to need so much sand, a full inventory full of sand to turn into a full inventory, plus like 4 of panes, because 6 is 16, something like that. Either way. Thank you all for being here tonight. I am actually having quite a bit of fun. It's a nice time. This is a Friday afternoon. I had a long day at work. And this is kind of just what I needed. Just a nice, relaxing time. So, cheers. Thanks for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See yous.